Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Episode 10.
You were late. You were late.
I know.
That's okay. Let's get our handshake in. It's good to be back.
Good to be back. Here we are.
I feel like we haven't been here in the studio for a long time, but I think it's because we were ahead of schedule last week.
We were.
And now we're behind again. Perfect. Such is life. Very cool. Well,
I have a hair in my nose. It just won't go away.
you want to pick it?
I tried. It's a lost cause. I have to wait till after.
Do you want to press pause so you can
No.
go get that little wild hair up your
No,
nose?
it'll go away.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I just had to mention that because I almost sneezed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Dude, this morning. So you guys, I went and got a Korean facial for the first time this morning. So that's why I have no makeup on, nothing, because I'm just trying to let my face breathe. I broke out in a bunch of zits like I'm a fucking teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. But anyway, my first Korean, facial, but it included like a massage too. Like they put these boots on my legs and like turned it on and like it inflated and it was kind of like pressuring or putting pressure on my legs. Then she did like a whole neck and massage and a back, but I was laying on my back the whole time. So she was putting her hands underneath and like doing all the whatever she was doing. And then before we got started, the lady asked, "Did you want a stomach massage?" And I go, "A what?" She said, "A stomach massage." And I go, "All right." Get the microbiome going down there. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Did they do that on top of your clothes though? Right?
No.
No.
I had like a little towel around me, but it had it's like one that has a little cinch, a little tie on it. You know what I mean? And then she just raised it up and just massaged. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever. Yeah. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I didn't like though, because like I said, I'm breaking out and I have I like to call them undercovers, undercover pimples, undercover zits. They're under the skin. You can see the bump, but they're not ready.
Sure.
Right. And if it's a really big one, that's a free refill. Or if it has like a little hard thing in there, that's a rice kernel. Right.
Sure.
I didn't have any rice kernels. I didn't have any free refills. They were just new and they were under the skin.
Yeah.
And this lady went to town and tried to extract all of them, and it hurt so bad. Is that normal? Do you guys? I've never had a Korean facial before.
Did she tell you she was going to do that? Like,
yeah, they said.
But how did she present that idea?
Well, it wasn't her. It was the girl who did they did a face analysis, and it like you put your face in this little thing, like, and they put a little accordion thing that closes around you, and it takes really cool fucking pictures. But it's like ultrasound. I don't know what it does, but it had like 10 different pictures of me, and it talked about my pores, wrinkles, sun damage, whatever. I just read the report before we came in here. Okay. And it's really detailed and it's really cool. And then she's the one that said, I see some, acne, and the esthetician's going to extract them. I said, okay. I'm thinking there might be one that was almost ready. No, man, she found some that I didn't even know were on my face because of that scan. Yeah. And then there was a bunch of sebum, I guess, right here. Not a bunch. She said, you don't have very much sebum.
What's sebum? It's
like dirt and dead cells and stuff like that form inside your pores. So it's the white shit that you squeeze out.
Sure.
I guess that's called sebum.
Okay.
I don't know. That's how she was explaining it to me. Yeah. And I don't know. It hurt. So it kind of took away. And at the end, like when I went to go check out, the girl that did my analysis said, she found more acne than she anticipated. And I'm all, because a bitch was going for the ones that weren't ready yet. What the hell, you know? And she's like,
gonna charge you extra?
I was
what the fuck?
I was waiting for her to say, so we had to charge $10 per zit. I thought she was going to say some bullshit like that. But she said, no, but then she followed up with, but so I apologize if the massage was kind of like, she basically said if it interrupted the relaxation of it all. And I was like, yeah, because she probably told you I was going, because it hurt.
so much for the massage. You
No
got to do it all over
shit.
again.
I know.
Everything got tense again.
She did that first. Then she did them like and then she did the rest of the facial. And after the facial, and she put this like netting. I almost freaked out, by the way. I forgot to tell you this part because you know me, I'm claustrophobic. So she put this netting. First, she put a bunch of stuff on my face, one layer at a time. When she did a layer, she would massage. She did another, then massage, whatever. And then she put this netting over my face. And then put shit on top of that. So it was almost like she was making a cast on my face. And I was like, oh man, I almost lost it.
Like it was a cloth or was it?
Yeah, like a cheesecloth.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, she would put stuff like as in lotion or some kind of chemical
On my face.
and then massage your back.
Yeah. And then when she did the final layer or whatever she was doing, then she put the net and then put more spackle on top of it. Whatever the fuck she
Did
was.
you start pouring water and waterboard
I know.
your ass?
I was like, I feel like I'm being waterboarded. And I was trying so hard not to move because I was like.
But I mean, but what she would tell you, okay, I'm going to do this next.
I couldn't understand anything she was saying.
Oh, sorry.
Because English was her second language, which was fine. She would say something, something, something. And I go, I just nod. Like, I don't know what she's saying, but I trust her.
Sure. I like that.
She looked like she knew what she was doing.
You know what's funny is that I probably would do the same thing. I would say sure. I'd say I'm gonna stick this up your ass. Sure. I don't understand what you're saying. Sure.
Sure. I start bending and grabbing my ankles.
I didn't sign up for that.
Hold on. Wait. Why do you want me to grab my ankles? I was like,
I would say the same thing. Probably.
I know. And normally I'd be like, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
I said that one time when I was. They bring you the little towel thingy and they give you a button, like a little a button, like
Clip?
a remote.
Oh, okay.
And then she said something, and then she handed it to me and it was in my hand and I was like, and then she's like, when you're done. Like basically I pieced it all together. Thankfully I was right. When you're done getting undressed and putting that thing on and laying down on the bed and pulling the covers over you,
click that button.
Click the button and I'll come back in.
Oh, all right.
But when she was trying to explain it to me, I was just listening and I was like trying to piece everything together. And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. She walked out and then I got ready. But every time before she put something on my face, she would tell me what it was, but I don't know what she said. So I was just like, okay, well, if it doesn't burn, then I guess it's okay. And nothing burned. It was fine.
That is not scary to you?
Kind of, but I'm kind of in a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it worked out fine. I'm alive and my skin is okay and it's nice and plump and juicy and stuff. So that's why I have no makeup on. So if you see my zits, no, you didn't. Don't look at it.
So are you supposed to like leave it like nothing free for the whole day until? Well,
she didn't say anything. I guess that would be the one downside to going to that specific med spa. I didn't get a lot of instruction, but then that's my fault too. I didn't ask. So I was just kind of like, all right. I know. I'm like, meh. So, but it was fine. But when she put the netting on my face, that cheesecloth on my face, and then put more shit on top of my face that was thicker and heavier, like I'm getting all right now. Like it was kind of.
And then she would once you remove that cheesecloth, did that stuff just go through it?
Yeah, and then it like absorbed. I don't know. My skin absorbed it. I think it was to keep everything on my skin, like making because my skin is super dry. So I think it was to help my skin open up and then absorb everything.
So lock it in. Everything, all the layers she applied.
Yeah, but as soon as she took it off, I was all.
Just poke a little hole right there.
Yeah. 2 little holes.
She puts it over your face and goes.
And she puts 2 straws at my nose.
For you to breathe.
Oh, I know. But anyway, it was really good. It was really nice. Everything's professional, super clean. It was good.
And you'll go back?
I'll go back. Yeah. I think it's just because I didn't know what to expect.
Sure.
But the face analysis, pretty bomb.
Yeah. So how you're going to be able to use that for future reference?
Yeah, because it has notes and it tells you this is what this means. This is what you need to do. Oh. These are the products you need to do. And they don't say like brand name products. They just say like hyaluronic acid or whatever, kojic acid or whatever, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, enough about me. Welcome back, guys. When we were talking about grabbing ankles right now, I started laughing right now because I was thinking of what we were talking about at the gym yesterday. Putting our underwear.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys, I was stretching. We were both done with our workout. Tate came over to ask me if I was down, and I said, "Yeah, I'm just stretching." He said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah," and I go, "My hips are. I have no hips. Like my hip strength is ass. I need to like start working on just like 1 day a week or maybe 2 days a week, just a specific hip exercise to like get my hips in place." Because I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok and I started noticing like or listening to TikTok saying if you have kneecap pain, ankle pain, lower back pain, that's because you have weak hips. And I was like, yes, because it's only on my right side because I've had 4 knee surgeries on my right knee. And I was like, you know what? That's right. I was trying to do these certain like lifts yesterday, just no weight, nothing, just lifting my legs in certain positions. Could barely do it. And then we were talking about, I said, yeah, that's how I know it's time to work out. And you're like, me too, when I'm putting my underwear on and I'm barely like, you can't lift your leg. You're barely like lifting your toes and then you're like getting your underwear and going. And then I was telling you I was kicking up my foot to put my underwear on.
Get it in the hole.
And then you said,
like I can bend at the waist, no problem.
Yeah.
Right? I can bend that's not a problem. But for whatever reason, I can't lift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't lift the knee to hip, like that for that's
for a long time.
For a long time, and
Yeah.
and it's not.
So it's like a millisecond.
Yeah, it's like I can bend real quick here, but this right here won't bend.
Yeah.
Like I have to take it. I have to, and even then, if I take my time, it only goes so far, and then I have to kind of turn my foot to get it in the hole. You know, like
Dude.
yeah, it's stupid. And then I tell myself, oh, okay, it's time to start working on the hip flexors. And I was just going to share with you also a great way is heel sprints.
I thought you said heel sprints. I'm like, what the hell is a heel sprint? A sprint?
Uphill sprints.
Well, I'm not trying to do that. I found other exercises that are stationary and they work just as good. So
Well, running is good for you, but not a lot of it.
Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, the thing that made me laugh the most is like you said, you could barely lift your hip and then you would stumble and then your foot would get caught in your underwear and then it would go and they're like, well, throw those underwear away.
Yeah. And then my underwear would become like the booty band and I'm doing fucking what's that fucking adductors in the fucking closet.
Not a booty band.
It becomes a booty band because it gets caught in my legs and then I have to do like adductors real quick.
Because you're stumbling sideways.
Yeah, because gotta catch my balance, you know? And then I tear it sometimes.
Dude,
I've torn it. I've torn the underwear. I'm not gonna lie. The big toe just went right through it. One fucking shuffle, right? The big toe goes right through it.
Oh, dude, I thought that was only me.
Negative.
Cried yesterday at the gym. And then I remembered it right now when I said, I had to grab my ankles. And then I'm like, wait, ankles, hips, underwear, rip.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, and when I do it, I crack myself up in there, right? when it happens to me, and I can't wait to tell I forget. It was weird because it happens all the time.
Not me. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with me? Oh, man.
Can't even put your fucking underwear on.
God. Big back.
Get
Jesus.
your shit together.
But anyway, good to know I'm in good company.
All these years,
I had no idea.
Secrets out.
Oh, man. All right. Okay, well, let's get back into it, you guys. Listen, we have a really, I think this is good that we had some like funnies at the beginning because this is a pretty deep topic today. So I'm going to try not to cry. And we'll see how it shakes out.
I think it's going to be a two-parter too, to be honest.
You think?
I think. But we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. All right. We're going to do a couple. We have so many, but I think because of the time, because I wasted 20 minutes on my Korean facial experience, I'm going to read a couple of them.
Comments. Yes.
Comments. Sorry. Let's start with Vanessa.alba127. Let me see if there's any pronouns in here. No? Okay. So they said, I'm catching up on episodes. Life, am I right? And I did not know that there was a Spanish version for Loud, which is the book by our daughter, Drew, in case you're new here. I'm going to get it for my mom and have her read the chapter about Dason coming out. Maybe I can get my dad to read it too. I came out to my parents about 3 years ago and they did not take it well. My mom has come around, but she still struggles here and there. I think reading about how Drew handled it might help her understand from a different perspective. I don't know about my dad. He's difficult, but I'll try. I wish my dad was even just a little bit like Tate. I admire him so much from afar. Thank you, Drew and AF5. This little ant loves you guys.
Mm.
Aw.
I want to say your dad wants to, but there's a lot of what he's been, I believe.
Her dad or
Her
their dad? Yeah.
Your dad or her dad, sorry, or their dad. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. I want to say there's probably a lot of things he's wrestling with as far as how he was raised.
Sure. Yeah, it's usually a generational thing.
Yeah, because for me, I'm not going to say there wasn't any of that for me when my daughter came out to me.
Yeah.
But I was able to. I was able to tell myself it's my daughter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like as long as she's safe, as long as
she's happy.
she's happy, and everything's good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's all that truly matters.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he doesn't want to. I know he does, but he's struggling with those two things. I think.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Well,
we'll see, because everybody's different.
Sure.
And they, at least your mom is trying. That's good. But I love the idea of you getting on the book loud in Spanish. So in case you didn't know, it is translated into Spanish.
Great idea.
And I think that's a great idea. So thank you for your comment. We love you so much. Okay. So this is from Anything Music, but with an E. ENYTHING music. And they said, let me see, any pronouns? No pronouns. Okay. They said, I love the episode where you're instilling wisdom into us. I have been struggling with my emotions to money and yearn to run and hide behind my purchases, but I recognize now that it is just a wall that must come down. I tried being honest about it to my family, but it just comes with more shame. Here, I got hope and guidance, and I have that I have desperately needed from my parents. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a double thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I know, and you know what? To that I say, there. If you're new here and you're just now tuning in, we have part 1, part 2 about the emotions that are attached to money that nobody talks about. People talk about just work more hours, just save more, get better at spending, spend more or spend less, save more. But it's like, if you weren't grown up with those kind of ideals, how the hell are you supposed to do that when you're learning from what you're watching? So if your parents are bad with money, more than likely you're going to be bad with money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shame around that, but there shouldn't be any shame, because when you remove the shame and the emotion from money, then you start doing better with your money.
Yeah. So you'll see what it really is for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So sending you so much love and so much support. And just keep doing what you know is going to make you or put you in a better financial situation. And whatever that feels right to you, that's the right thing to do. And there's no shame around that. You know what I mean? This one's from Alina with 3 A's. So ALINAA 6955.
Okay.
And they said, hello from Ukraine.
Wow.
Woo! Thank you so much for an interesting topic. I learned a lot. The bloopers were absolutely hilarious. Wishing you a wonderful day. Listen here, Alina. We are so excited that you're here from the Ukraine. And if anyone else is from afar, we're in Southern California. If you're from anywhere outside of here, please let us know. We'd love to see where everybody's tuning in from.
Seriously. I love the fact that we're making people laugh in Ukraine.
Exactly. At our expense. That's totally fine. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, I got several of these, so I just put one of them in here.
Okay.
Or we got several of these. And remember in the last pod, we were talking about hobbies. I was talking about how I spend money on blind boxes and stuff like that. And I have dupes, but I don't know what to do with them. And the reason why I didn't really want to start doing blind boxes and unboxing them is because I don't like to collect things, because I don't know where to put them. And then it starts to add up. And then I'm like, no. But then I got the bug. I love opening blind boxes. I love opening with you and other people. But then I have dupes, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do with them? And then I had mentioned, maybe I'll give them away. I'll do a giveaway. So this person and like several other people said, yes, give them to our little ants, right? So this is from Tasha Patton-X1X. And they said, I think the mailing dupes is a great idea. From a mommy who would rather buy my kiddos toys than myself, but I secretly want to buy toys for myself. Also, happy birthday, Tate.
Thank you.
Listen here, Tasha
Buy
Patton.
those toys for yourself.
Well, if she can't, because she's got to, spend money on food. Those damn crumb snatchers like to eat and have shelter. There's no room for toys. But I love that. And I love, if you're a mom and you're like just trying to hold it together and you would like a toy, please drop it in the comments, because I think we'll have like a raffle of some sort, maybe a drawing. And then someone else said you should, that would be a great way to kick off your Patreon. And I'm like, yeah, sign up for a Patreon, be entered into maybe a Sunny Angel dupe, or
first 20 get a free.
Well, depending on how many dupes I have. But you know what? Also, I might just give away stuff too. Like,
I'm just saying.
I might give away some of these babies. Who knows? We'll see. But I think that was a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
So I'm gonna bedazzle them with my new bedazzling kit, and we'll go from there. Leave me alone. I'm gonna bedazzle. You guys, you have faith in me, right? I'm gonna bedazzle. So
we're not gonna promise anything.
You might just get the dupe and no bedazzle, but you'll get something, right? But I love that, because you know what? This really struck my heart chord, because
for sure.
We know what it feels like to raise kids and sacrifice your joy to make sure your kids are okay, right? And they have joy. So I love that. So I am particular to mommies. So, all right. With that, we will get started. We have so many things to cover today, but I'm really excited about today because this was actually Tate's idea. Do you want to tell him how we came up with this idea?
Sure. I forgot. I guess I was home by myself that day, and I was just kind of like watching Netflix, and I came across a show on Netflix called Famous Last Words. Maybe you guys have heard of it. And they were really promoting. It was like it just came out, and they were really promoting that guy. I believe his name is Eric Dane, right? The actor
McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, exactly. And it was basically his. I don't know what you call it, man. They called it the Famous Last Words because it's an actual show of an interview with just him and a guy, and this one interviewer, right? And no one else, no cameraman, no nothing. Everything's being operated by computer. No one else can hear what's going on in there. It's just them two. And it's basically, we're not going to air this until you pass away. Well,
back up. Eric Dane, for those of you who don't know, has ALS or had ALS, right? Which is like, I think it's a disease that attacks your nervous system, maybe?
I think so.
Something like that.
Muscles to all that.
Yeah.
Like that.
And he went from like hot Hollywood, Hollywood's hottest guys, being in all these movies. I didn't know he was in Saved by the Bell. Like his IMDb goes way back.
Way back. Yeah, because the guy did his bio.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
So you were watching this and you watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And what really struck you?
Well, what struck me was one of the questions he asked him, because I knew this scenario, right? I knew that he was setting the stage, right? What was happening? He's dead, and yet he's airing this for his kids, right? And the interviewer was asking him, "Hey, what do you want? What are you hoping your kids are going to say about you after you're gone? What is going to be your lasting legacy, if you will?" And he was explaining, well, that's a great question. I hope my kids think I'm this and this and this and this. And then right away I started thinking about myself, and right away I started thinking about what a great idea, but a sad idea to think about it, but to leave something like this for your family. Knowing
while you're still here.
Yeah, while I'm still here, knowing we're all gonna go. There's no doubt about it. We're all gonna go. It doesn't. You don't know when, but it's fucking coming, right? So if you know that, what a great idea to leave something like that.
Yeah.
And to say things that you've always wanted to say, right? And hadn't had the opportunity to say it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because it's like, the guy also asked him, what does it feel like knowing that they're not going to see this until when they see this, you're going to be dead?
Well, he didn't say it like
well,
that.
You're going to be, well, you know what I mean.
He said, you won't be here anymore.
You won't be here anymore.
Yeah.
I know he didn't say it but you know what I mean? And then I thought about that, and I thought about,
hey, how would you feel? Like, well, you're going to be dead when this thing airs. How do you feel about that? I just want to paint the picture. It's a really great It's like a documentary, right?
Yeah.
So we want to ask you guys, if you knew your final words would be remembered, what would they be? Right? And so that's what the Netflix is basically, and the stipulation was, I will do this interview and I will tell you everything raw, unadulterated, just unfiltered, but you cannot air it until I pass away. Could be 5 months from now, could be 5 years from now. I don't know. But whenever it happens, then you can release it. And I think that's so freeing, right? Because when we're thinking about endings, right, it makes us better at appreciating the midlife. So like, I can imagine because I ended up watching it,
Yeah.
right? Because he's like, you gotta watch this, babe. So I watched it, and I was the whole time I was thinking, he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's just gonna tell it like it is. Because when this shit airs, he's like, deuces, bitch, I'm out. Like
Yeah.
I already I'm gone, right? And I think that's freeing. But then you're allowed to say things that not allowed, but you're giving yourself permission to say things you've always wanted to say, clarify things you've always wanted to clarify, talk about things you've always wanted to do, but you never got a chance to. That's so freeing. But it is also sad at the same time.
Yeah, to think about.
Yeah.
Because, and then I thought about myself. Like obviously, the whole time I'm thinking about myself. What would I say? I don't know what I would say. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. And then I'm thinking, does it have to be impactful? No, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It's just what's on your mind, right? Like, does it have to say something like this whole like?
Well, that's all up to interpretation, right?
Sure.
So if you're just saying what you feel and it's coming from the heart and it's real, then it will be impactful to the right people.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to talk about today, you guys. We're going to talk about just, and it's so taboo to think about the end, right? But if you thought about the end and kind of reverse engineered that, how much better would your life be?
Well, that's just it. Because he also says in that video, which was, I think, super profound, and that was yesterday was yesterday, man, and tomorrow I don't even know what's happening tomorrow, but I know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And if you know what's happening right, why aren't you like trying to give it everything?
Yeah, exactly.
Give it everything.
Exactly.
Instead, we're constantly in our heads. Thinking about tomorrow, thinking about the past.
We're worried about rejection. We're worried about who wronged us. We're worried about who might wrong us. We're worried about who might judge us or whatever.
And you're missing out on.
And you're missing out on everything, right?
Everything.
So we want to talk about that and kind of get down in the weeds, right? Yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is why we avoid thinking about the end.
Oh, shit.
Right? Why do we avoid that? We avoid it. Why?
Scared.
But I get it.
I'm
because you know how I feel about funerals, right? So
well, it's scared to I'm 53 years old. I'm happily married. I have 3 beautiful children. Like the thought of leaving all that behind and
are you happily married? Better say that.
What the fuck?
Just kidding.
It's scary.
No, it is scary. But also our culture, there's so much discomfort with mortality. Right? But if you think in certain cultures, they celebrate not your death, but they celebrate that you were here at all. Right? And so I think, and this is good for me too, right? Because I'm in therapy. So this is something I'm going to talk about in therapy too. But it's that the mortality has always been heavy on me, right? Because my mom passed away when I was so young and I was traumatized by that because of the way it was all presented to me and my siblings. So it was very traumatizing. So I've always had this fear. Then right after that, my cousin was a year younger than me drowned. And then 3 or 4 years after that, my favorite person on the planet, which was my grandfather, he passed away. And then one, which is right after the other, so many deaths in a row, right? So for me, I can see why that would be I don't want to think about the end.
Sure.
Right. But I'm well, it kind of helped me in a way, in a weird kind of morbid way that, well, all these people that I love died. So I'm not even going to make it to 25. Who gives a fuck? And then I would just let it rip, dude. And that gave me the no fear of trying new things, doing new things that I've never done before, fucking up, trying it again, getting better, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So that I had this obsession with always improving myself because I never knew how long I was going to be here.
Sure.
My mom died when she was 26 years old. Can you imagine just being in your mid 20s?
Well, I remember when you turned 26, and I remember that was one of the first things you told me that day.
Yeah.
And you said my mom passed away. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And then I cried because I was I didn't think I was going to make it. Well, let's see. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep the party going.
Let's keep the party going. And then I think I got even more wild and more adventurous and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I did not think I was going to make it to 26. So anyway, all that to say, we avoid it, right? But when we avoid death, right, it keeps us distracted by trivial frustration. So if you think about it, right, you're worried about what your best friend in 8th grade, how they wronged you, right? And you're in your 30s, right? It's stuff like that. It's trivial because you know why? It doesn't have any impact on your life right now.
No.
Right? And so we want to reframe it mortality awareness increases gratitude, right? So when you think about it, which is true,
It does.
right? Because I didn't think I was going to live till 26, past 26. In fact, I didn't even think I was going to be 26.
Right.
I thought for sure 25, I'm clocking out.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. I still kind of am. Not as bad as I used to be, but a hypochondriac. Like if my head hurt, I'm all, do you think I have a brain tumor?
Sure.
I have something on my leg. I'm all, do you think it's cancer? Like that's just me all the time. And that was because of that. So because of that, I always thought about mortality. I didn't have the fear. What about you?
I don't know if I ever thought about it, but and I've been to a bunch of funerals as a kid, not, like family members I didn't really know, just like more close to my parents and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think that wasn't on my mind. You know what I mean? Mortality, like at the thought of it was, well, if it was a thought, it was a scary thought. It was a scary thought.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So I always thought about it.
Yeah.
I would always, and that's why, like, when my friends would talk back to their moms, knowing that I didn't have a mom, I'd be like, dude, you don't even know if your mom's gonna be here tomorrow.
True.
Why would you treat her like that? I would always tell my friends that.
Yeah.
And they would always be like, oh. And then it would like hit them like, oh shit, yeah, your mom died when she was really young. I better be nice to my mom. Then they'd be nice to their mom for 2 days and then they'd go back to being a bunch of assholes. But anyway, I digress. But when you are aware that, hey, the ending is coming, like, let's have fun now.
Sure.
Let's be nice and kind to people now.
Sure.
Because you will never be on your deathbed and wish you would have held one more grudge or you would have, been mean to one person or several people or worked another day for someone else. You're not going to think about that shit when you're dying, dude. You're just not.
No.
You know what I mean?
One of the things Eric Dane said in that movie or that documentary was, because he asked him about that specifically, and he was saying, I'm good. I'm at peace with it, man.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like it's coming.
Yeah.
And this is someone like literally suffering from a disease, knowing it's coming.
Yeah.
Like me and you, I don't know when it's going to come.
Right.
So he has a different perspective, right?
But I wonder if he like had this thought before he got sick, because I wouldn't want to wait till I was in a wheelchair and I couldn't use my hands and my legs and someone had to feed me, wipe my ass and do all that stuff for me to figure out, man, I should be living life to its fullest, because at that point it's too late.
Yeah. Well, he had asked him and he said no before. I was a complainer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I was a complainer. Yeah. And then he said, well,
he said he would bitch and moan about everything.
And then he said, well, where did it make the turn? And he goes, oh, to be honest, I don't know when it made a turn. I remember when I heard about this disease, and I remember when I had to come up with a plan and figure out but I don't remember where it turned. He's just, all I know is right now I'm at peace.
Yeah, I don't want to wait till then.
No, I don't want to wait.
And that's why I buy toys to bring me joy. I spend money. People will look at this and go, oh my gosh, why do you spend that much money? Because it's fun.
Yeah.
And because you can't take your fucking money with you. No. That's why. You know what I mean?
The wildest thing, like I think about myself, the wildest thing ever about all this kind of talk is throughout my entire life, I got to get a job and I got to go to work and I got to do this for my boss. And
is consumerism, capitalism at its best, right?
Yeah, like all that, right? And then I hit a retirement, right? And then everything slows down, and then the big picture hits you, and you're like, I fucking wasted all my time. What a waste!
Yeah,
of not. I'm not saying 9 to 5 is a waste.
Because you have to live. So,
you got to work. But I'm just saying, I was so emotionally involved in all that shit.
Yeah.
When it should have just been what it was for.
Yeah.
A tool to make a paycheck.
Yeah.
When I should have been here in this house with my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
More focused, more present. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can go, and this is for all you little ants out there, right? You can go to work, but leave that shit at work.
Yeah.
When you come home, you're bedazzling. We had one little ant say that they decided to take up hobbies again this year because they listened to us.
Yes.
And they're gonna scrapbook, but instead of buying more scrapbooking stuff, which is, I commend you on that, because I would have ran out and bought new shit. They're asking their friends who did scrapbooking a while ago that they, maybe they have stuff, a box of stickers or whatever. So they're gonna try and source all this stuff for free, which I thought was even cooler.
I know.
Right?
Great idea.
But that's my point. So all of you little ants out there, listen, The job is just the
Yeah.
fucking job. They don't care about you. They
No.
don't care about your family, even though they might
No.
say they do. And at any moment, they could fire your ass,
Yeah.
right? So if you keep that in mind, I
Yeah.
wish someone would have fucking told me
Yeah,
that
tell
when I
me,
was,
yeah.
and you too, right?
Yeah, same.
I wish someone would have told me that. Hey, clock in and clock the fuck
Yeah.
out, and leave everything at the at the work. When you go home, be with your family, be with your kids, be with your significant other, be with yourself. Like,
Oh,
you know, check the fuck out. If someone's calling you on your day off, straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
That shit will be there on Monday. I promise you that.
I remember thinking, like, back in the day when we were working all like every day, and I remember thinking, man, I really wish I could play basketball again.
Yep.
I love playing basketball. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And so I would try to figure out time to make that work in my work schedule, in this, in that, right? And it never worked out. Basketball, which gave me joy, always got kicked to the curb.
Yeah.
Because I had to work. You know what I mean? And I think about that right now and I'm just pissed. Like because I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it.
But that doesn't mean that you can't
No,
start now.
it
Just
doesn't.
like I missed out on monies to buy fun things. And now that I have adult money, I have McDonald's money, I'm fucking letting it rip, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can now. And would I wished I would have done that? I could have done it like before too,
Sure.
but I could buy one. And that's okay. But I bought none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because work, I made work the priority. And you know what? It wasn't just for the money. For me, and it could be just from some other people, but for me, if you're like me, type A personality, middle child, like just grew up in a, fucked up childhood and you always had to provide for yourself. You could only count on yourself. I went to work not just for the money, but also for the accolades.
Yeah.
I went there for the title. I wanted
go
people
win.
to respect
You're gonna
me.
go win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by winning, then people will respect me, right? So that could be people out there too. So little ants, if you're listening to this, listen to what we are saying. Don't just go, that's not going to be me, because I said the same shit.
Same.
And look what happened, right? And not to say that we would change anything, because I wouldn't. And we're here for a reason, right? In this space, at this time, the universe put us here, right? We're exactly where we're supposed to be. However, could we have gotten here quicker? Yes.
Yes.
Could we have gotten here with less stress? Also, yes.
Yeah. Well, like, fuck. Let me put the words together. I was just gonna say, don't let those little things. I should have made time for basketball.
Yeah.
I should have made time for
It
it.
should have been like a meeting in your
Yeah,
calendar.
I should have made time for it. I regret it
Yeah.
so much now, even though I have time now and I can do it now. Back then I think about it. Oh man,
Yeah, but see,
it's those little things though. Basketball isn't for me. I don't know what it is. I'm sure you have. Yes, back in the
Toys.
and then you ants. I'm sure you have that thing. Don't give it up, man. Make time for it still. The shit that brings you joy.
but I am going to tell you, I'm going to course correct you right now,
Sure.
because you should not be looking back.
No,
You
of course
should not be looking back,
Of course not.
because that's what we're talking about here today.
Yeah.
You should. Do you ever hear that saying, like, if you're always looking in your rearview mirror, you're never going to be able to go forward?
No.
If you're driving a car and you're looking in the rearview mirror, you're not going to be able to go forward.
No, you stop.
You'll crash.
Yeah.
If you're going like this, right?
Yeah.
You'll crash. So I encourage you to not look back and
No, of course.
regret not doing it then, because you can do it now.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to be a little bit slower and play a little more careful because you're older? Yes. But that's okay. At least you're doing it and just touching the ball and bouncing it and putting it in the hoop. It's going to be just as fun.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
So, but I want you guys to think about this, right? When you realize, if you really take a step back and start really focusing on your mortality, which sounds really morbid.
Yeah.
So stay with me. I promise I have a point. You're going to realize that time is limited.
Yeah.
And then all that petty stuff loses its power. Think about that.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. When you realize time is limited, the petty stuff loses its power. So that petty argument you had with your 8th grade best friend who's no longer, and you're seething in it every time you see him on social or whatever. When you know what? If I only had 1 week to live, would this even fucking matter right now? The answer is probably no.
No.
So then let it go.
Yeah.
And then all of that petty shit that you're worried about with family members, friends, co-workers, whatever, all of that pettiness loses its power, and you can actually start living your life and being happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, is it easier said than done? Yes.
Yes.
If you can afford therapy, should you go to therapy to let go of the
Yes.
petty stuff? Also yes. Right? But your life right now does not have to be stewing in pettiness.
No.
It just doesn't. Because it doesn't do you any good. Right. And so like all my zits that I have on my face right now, like I'm a fucking goddamn teenager going through puberty again, is all created from stress.
Sure.
Right. Now, am I trying to manage that? Yes. But does my face look ugly? Also, yes.
Is it working? No.
But see, I went and got my facial today.
You did.
Because it's part of the, hey, I need to calm down. I need to de-stress. I need to, and it's not something that's catastrophic stress. No, it's just a lot of balls in the air stress.
Well, here's the thing. Your stress to your body, there's no levels. It's like 100 or none.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
it doesn't matter. There's no degree of it. It's just 100 or not.
Help me, I'm poor. Help me, I'm stressed. That's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I get that. Yeah. And you're right. And because my brain has been conditioned for so many years
from work,
like basically just from work.
Yeah.
And childhood.
Sure.
All of that compounds. And then when you're in therapy and you're trying to unravel all of that, unpack it all, it's just like one little king, one little chip at a time. Like you're chipping away at it takes a long time. So I have to also remind myself, be patient with myself, do my breathing techniques, my grounding techniques, stuff like that.
Go to the facial place.
Have her squeeze your zits that aren't ready yet. Damn it. That was like the worst part. Anyway. So stuff like that. Okay. So, but then I want to I want to roll into the next segment, which is the power of last words.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if these are my last words, what would they be?
Sure.
Right? So
are we going to share or no?
Hold on. Hold your horses, man.
I'm just trying to prepare myself.
Well, you should have did that yesterday when I sent you the outline, dummy. No, so I just want to go like in this documentary, from what I remember, it talked about love. It talked about regret, relationships, unspoken gratitude, which really hit a nerve with me. And then the discussion that no one wishes they worked more or scrolled on social media more,
a lot of that.
or, all of that. So it's just basically like, what would you want your last words? What would you want to communicate? Sure. Your last words, and who would you want to thank?
I don't.
Do you have any inkling of what you think your last words would be?
I think so, somewhat. I mean, from watching the show and then having my own thoughts about it. Yeah, I think I know. I don't know how I'm going to put them together, but I have an idea of what they would be. So
basically, what would you want your last words to communicate? Right.
I would just want to keep moving forward, keep living life. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't like
if you had to write something down right now to your loved ones, that's what you would say?
Yeah. I would say, don't stop. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever passion you have, keep going.
Would you want me to find someone else?
What? What?
Well, since we're talking last words.
I would, to be honest. I would.
Really?
I just want you to be happy.
Yeah, I'd never do it.
One and done, mister. Whatever makes you happy, to be honest.
Well, for me, I don't want you to find anybody. I don't care if you're happy or not.
Like I said, whatever makes you happy.
I'm just kidding. I don't think I ever could.
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't want to.
No.
No.
Famous last words. Just kidding. I would want my last words to communicate how much I loved you guys, how much you benefit and joy that you guys brought to my life. And the same thing, like I want you to move forward. I want you to live your best life. Don't live in the past. Don't worry about the future, because you can't fucking control it anyway. You can't control the past or the future. So why try and do things that you absolutely love, even if they're scary, right? Even if they're scary. Because a lot of you little ants out there are worried about judgment, right? You're worried about rejection. You're worried about failing. But how do you get good at anything?
Well,
you got to try. And what comes with trying? Failure, judgment. So post the post, make the TikTok you wanted to make, write the book you wanted to write, like go run a marathon, do all the shit that you said, oh, I don't have time for. You're not going to have time.
No.
You're going to, the last curtain is going to fall on you and you're not, and then what? You're going to be either in a situation where you can't do those things anymore anyway, because you're in a wheelchair or whatever, or you're going to die with regret.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
If you could share just a couple words for each kid.
Mm.
You want to try that?
You first.
We'll pick a kid and then we'll take turns. Is that fair?
Okay.
See, because I'm already crying.
Yeah.
So, who do you want to pick first?
I can't do this without crying. I'm tearing up right now just thinking about it.
Who do you want to pick first?
Ugh. I would do Donnie first.
Let's start with the youngest, yeah?
Yeah. I would tell him he is so fucking special. He's one of a kind. Don't ever dim your light, because he has a light that just is different. It shines different than Dason and Drew. And it's so beautiful. And I want him to keep pursuing his theater and his music and continue to be the sunshine in human form. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good, bud.
And to wash his butt. That's it. I had to say it because I'm going to cry right now. Oh, my little sunny boy. What about Dason?
No. It's supposed to share Donnie.
Oh, you're going to do Donnie as well?
We're taking turns.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to do each one kid.
Aw. I guess for Donnie, I would just say, just don't change, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever change. Just be you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he knows, but not yet. But I think he knows he's pretty special.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I know he's still young, but I think he knows. So Donnie, if you know, man, lean into it, buddy, because you are.
Mm-hmm. He's a superstar about to break through.
And that's all I would say.
Yeah. That's it?
What?
You have more to say to him.
Well, if it was I'd also tell him, I'm sorry, like I try my best. And
but maybe you won't have to say that.
Well,
because you're working on it this year.
I know, but what if it's not,
Well, step it up. Knees to chest, bitch. Let's go.
No, like just, I did my best. I did my best. And if you can forgive me, and just focus on the core memories that we have together.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell him.
Okay. And I would also tell him, I'm always going to be your first Valentine. So every Valentine's Day, just know that I'm thinking of you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, so Drew's next.
Drew.
Yeah.
I would tell her, obviously there would be a common thread through all of them, right? How much I absolutely adore them and love them unconditionally. And for Drew, I would just tell her, it's kind of redundant, but like, keep going. Like she has met every milestone, and every milestone has been met before she got to a specific milestone, has been met with hardship and rejection and judgment and all of that. And it didn't matter. She just keeps going. And she's like, you're all wrong.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
With the book, with just so many business opportunities and so many things, like just the NFL firing her. We're like, that's the best thing that could have happened to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I would tell her to continue to listen to her gut and to continue to listen to her ancestors when they're sending her signs. And follow that path and don't let up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would also tell every single one of my kids how fucking proud I am of them.
Yeah.
No matter what they're doing, they could be like hard boiling eggs and the whole shell comes off. I'd be like, oh my God, that's so awesome. I'm proud of you. I just want them to know I'm always proud of them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell them that I'm going to haunt them if they don't continue to kick ass. And if they give up in anything, I'm going to haunt them in one way, shape, or form. You know? So, and with Dason, or no, what are you going to say to Drew?
I mean, she's been like that since birth. Like, so it's like, you never cease to amaze me.
Mm-hmm.
You never cease to amaze me.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to stop now,
Mm-hmm.
whether I'm here or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So just keep going and making us all proud, and just know that, you know, I love you. I love you. I love all my kids. You know.
And then I would tell Billy, listen here, motherfucker. I'm not going to be here for very much longer. You better take care of my kid. And with that comes the other 2 kids as well.
Of course.
Right? Taking care of Dason and Drew, making sure they stay together. Mm-hmm. Right? I'd also remind Drew and remind Dason, you guys have to take care of Donovan.
Yeah.
Right? And the 2 of you have to take care of each other and always be each other's best friend. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Keep those traditions alive, man. Mm-hmm. That's as we go into days, that's what I was going to tell her since she's the oldest. Mm-hmm. You know, I would tell Dason to keep those traditions we created alive, man. Don't stop them.
Yeah. And to Dason, I would be like, you are my firstborn. So that will always make you extra super special. Right? And I would thank her for saving me. Saving my life, like literally.
Mine too.
Because if you're new here, I've always said on this pod that having Dason so young literally changed my life. And if I didn't have her, I would probably either be dead or in prison. Because that was wild, you guys. And just having her just changed everything.
It did. Know? I think, you know what's crazy? I mean, I think that to this day, us having kids so young, I think we made that thing popular. I think we made it like I think we, because the group of friends we always had when we had the kids growing up, I think we made it like, it's like buying like a new style or something. Like I think
having kids.
Yeah, I think. Like
okay,
I feel like that, like with all our friends that we surrounded all these years, like, and the majority of them not having kids, like, and we were the youngest that still having kids, or having the kids at the time. At that, I just feel like, because they always wanted us around.
Yeah.
Always, all these friends, they always wanted us around and bring your kids. Kids were, and there was no other kids there, just our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think we kind of made it like, because then people started having kids, but not till later, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like
that's fun.
I just
that's
feel
fun
like
to think.
I feel like
we started a trend.
Yeah, it was a huge blessing, and we were way ahead of the game. And,
yeah.
And you know, I don't know.
I think that's funny. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and to my Dason, I would she's our like little mother hen anyway. Yeah. So I would tell her to just keep doing that and take care of your siblings.
Yeah.
And keep the traditions alive, the holiday traditions, keep and make new ones, and stay as close as we are right now if we're not here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe that. I think Dason will take care of business. I know she will.
Yeah.
With that. And to Dason also, just real quick, like, you're a lot stronger than you think, bud. Mm-hmm. You know? I know you know that.
Mm-hmm. And she is a star.
Just want to remind you.
Yeah. She has so much love to give. Anyone who ends up with Dason is going to be lucky. let me just put that out there. Okay, so enough crying. Well, actually, probably not, but we'll try. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is gratitude in real time. Mm-hmm. Right. So, like, you know how like someone goes, well, they'll go, oh, I'm going to save that perfume for a special occasion.
Sure.
Or I'm not going to celebrate until I hit a certain milestone. Sure. Right? But that's the problem. You might not make it to the milestone. So you have to practice being grateful every day. I get DMs every day asking, how did I do it? How did I raise kids? How did I have a full-time job? How did I travel? How did I have, and still like produce really kind human beings that are like making their own legacy right now? Mm-hmm. And how do I get through the tough times? And how do I, and to which I always replied, like, it's just gratitude, right? And when our kids act up, we're like, hey, man, stop bitching about this other shit you can't control and just be grateful for what you do have, not what you don't have, what you do have. And that's how I started teaching them the Pollyanna game, right? The Glad game.
Yeah, we taught them real young.
Real young.
And we would play that game every day at dinner.
Well, that was the high-low game.
Oh, the high-low.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but when they were stressed or whatever,
Oh, yes.
I didn't do this. Or I go, well, okay, that might have happened and that was not ideal, but what's the silver lining? What are you glad that you do have? Well, I'm glad I have 2 legs to walk on. I'm glad, and it could be anything. I'm glad I have cozy sheets to sleep on. It could be anything.
And it sounds corny, but it really does work.
And it really works. If you guys haven't played the Glad game, I dare you to try and do it when you're at your lowest.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got to play it like with intent. You don't fuck around.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be with anyone else. It could be just in your own mind's eye.
In your own head.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get that promotion at work, but you have a car and you have your health and you have friends and you have family or whatever the case may be, there's always something good. And by the way, there's always someone worse off than you. Yeah. So that's something I keep in my head when shit goes south. I'm like, fuck, this sucks. And oh my God. Da, da, da. And then I think, well, I know there's someone out there that has it worse off than me. Yeah. And then immediately I feel better. Right. So when I get those DMs, I'm like, I always try my damnedest to look through a lens of gratitude. What am I grateful for? Well, I might have lost this big opportunity. I didn't get the job, but I have a husband who loves me. I have 3 kick-ass kids. I have my health. I have my dogs or whatever. You can find things that you can be grateful for. Shit, if you have a pair of shoes on your feet, that's more than most people have, right?
You fucking woke up this morning.
Exactly. No shit. Right? So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to practice micro gratitude. Right?
Good job. That's a good idea.
Right? Micro gratitudes. And here's what that means. How about you text someone that you appreciate them?
Oh, shit.
How about maybe you have a good friend that you haven't talked to in a while? What if you picked up your phone and you text them and said, hey, I was just thinking about you. You were my heart this morning. I just want to tell you I love you.
I just called my cousin the other day.
I
right?
know.
I talked for hours, and we picked up from the last time we left off, and the last time we left off was a year ago. That he texted me and I never texted him back. So that sucks. That sucks on my part. I told him, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah. And he was saying the same thing on his.
But didn't you call him after you watched this documentary?
Yes.
Yeah. See? So it's going to encourage you guys to practice these micro gratitudes, right? Call someone, maybe buy coffee for someone behind you at the coffee shop, right? It's just little things, right? Thank your partner for something they've done that's ordinary, right? Like today, you drove me to my appointment to get my facial. Yeah. And I said, thank you for driving. Yeah. Right. But that's like, I made that a habit. Sure. But it makes me feel good when you feel good that I'm thanking you.
Yeah. It makes you feel good to say it. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Because you appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it makes me feel good to hear it.
100%. Right. So
small things.
Yes. Maybe even small things if you have kids. Notice them when they're having a quiet moment.
Yeah. I've been really good with that with Donnie. I always thank him. Yeah. And I was telling him I'm sorry if I messed up with something. And I tell him. Yeah. And so he looks at me in my face. Yeah. It's real, it's real personal. Yeah. For me, because I want him to know. Yeah.
But it's not about just saying sorry, right?
No.
It's about like when you notice your kid doing something fun. Maybe they're watching TV and they're dancing, right? Yeah. And then you could just sit there and just watch them and be grateful. Yeah. Right. Or look at your spouse just literally making a cup of tea. And just look at them and think how grateful you are for that person. Now, if you're not grateful for them and you want to get out, that's different. That's a different conversation. Go back to 2 pods ago or whatever. No, but share. So and share things with your loved ones or whatever that maybe you haven't shared with them at all or in a long time. You know what I mean?
I feel like my relationship with Jason is way better than it used to be. The way we talk to each other, the way I listen to her, it's different. It's better. Yeah. When I say different, I mean better. And then with Drew, of course, it's always been good. Yeah. We have a different relationship than me and Jason, but.
Which is funny because me and Jason have a different relationship than me and Drew because me and Drew are like the same person. Yeah. So we butt heads a lot. Yeah. But there's that mutual respect, you know what I mean? So. But no, yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that.
I know. I sense, I feel it, and I know I'm working on it. Yeah. I'm being more intentful with Donovan this year because that was part of my intentional with Donovan this year because that's part of my new thing this year. And it feels good. Yeah. It feels good to just like hey man, we'll talk about anime. Like,
Mhm.
what's up with this? And he'll tell me, oh man, that's cool. He goes, yeah. And then we'll talk about a show, and then he'll say, hey, I watched it without you, Dad. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And I'll go, don't worry about it. I'll catch up,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about that show. It's like just that communication itself. The thought of that makes me feel grateful.
Well,
For sure.
exactly. And it's something that you've been meaning to work on
Yeah.
while you're here
Yeah.
and not have any regret.
No.
Right? I love that.
Exactly.
Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is living so you don't need dramatic last words. That's huge.
Oh,
right?
wow. That's impossible, but
It's not impossible because you're just now making it, for lack of a better term, dramatic right now with
Sure.
Donovan, let's say.
Sure.
Because he's 21 years old. So
Yeah.
for 21 years, you haven't had a close relationship with him
Yeah.
because you were mimicking the relationship you had with your dad,
Of course.
which is one you didn't appreciate, you didn't like, you weren't close, you didn't communicate at all.
Yeah.
So now you're starting this year when Donovan's already 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you started when he was a baby.
No, I know.
Right. So by the time you got to when he was 21, you don't need to be dramatic about anything or tell him sorry for whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, if you had an argument or whatever, yeah, say sorry. But I'm just saying sorry for the way you haven't communicated with him all those years. It wouldn't have to be as big had
Yeah.
you started earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I think it is not impossible. I think it is possible
Mm-hmm.
because if you live grateful daily and your words won't need to fix anything.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So instead of thinking, man, I wish I had said this or I wish I had done this,
Yeah.
you can now say, because you're working on it,
Yeah.
hey, I did that.
Yeah.
I worked on that with him
Yeah.
and we're so good right now. I worked on it with Dason. We're so good right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It just sounds like such a big.
It does. But if you're a little ant
No.
out there and you're in your mid-20s, piece of cake, man.
I'm not. Well, it sounds like such a big feat. I'm not saying I'm not going to work on it. I'm not saying I
Yeah, I
don't
know.
want to do it.
Yeah.
But to be constantly in that state of mind is really hard.
It is
know?
hard. But when you make it a habit, it's not hard.
Sure, I understand.
It becomes
Yeah.
second nature. And then,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope to get there one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so here's your homework. Some of you guys did the
Uh-oh.
homework last week, and some of you guys did not. So we're gonna
Maybe you did it in your head.
we're gonna do some more homework. Okay. So I want you guys to send one message to somebody, a text to somebody, or a DM or something like that.
Mhm.
Send it to someone that you've been meaning to do but have been putting it off.
Mm.
Okay. And I want you to say thank you out loud today.
Mm.
Whether it's to yourself because you are working on hard things that you've never worked on before, or it's to somebody else.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I want you to write a 3-sentence legacy statement. Okay. Not about achievements, but about love. Okay. So I want you to write 3 sentences about love, right? And that will be your legacy statement. Those are your, for lack of a better term, last words. So like if you only had 7 days to live,
Mhm.
what are the 3 sentences that you would
Oh,
write?
shit.
But they have to be based on love. They
Mhm.
cannot be based on achievements, accolades, awards, anything like that, because all that is superficial.
Mhm.
I want you to talk about love, whether it's for a significant other,
Mhm.
your kids, your grandparents. It could be yourself. I love myself now more than ever, and I never used to, because
Mhm.
that's a real thing too,
True.
right?
I would say that's true about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Right
So let
on.
me ask you, what are you grateful for right now?
I'm grateful for my family.
Yeah.
Very grateful for my family.
I am especially grateful for our family,
Mhm.
and I'm especially grateful for our little ants out there
Yes,
that
of course.
tune in every week. And just like being healthy,
Mhm.
right? If those things are so, you can't put a price on those.
No.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
So that's what my health, my family, and our little ants. This little podcast.
Yeah.
I love it. So if you had to say your famous last words today, what would they be?
I don't know. Just like I said earlier about all my kids. That's what I want to say. I just want to talk to my kids, and then obviously you, my wife. So
Sure,
okay, let's. I'll end it with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last words to you, because we just shared with all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Sure.
And then you're gonna do the same.
We'll see.
Okay. We'll see how good I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would say that I love you with all my heart, and that that I had fun, and that very happy.
Honey.
And then I pray that I made you happy. And I pray that I did, was a good husband, you know.
I love you. Ugh, damn you. All right, my last words to you would be, I hope I wasn't too crazy. And I love that you indulged my every whim. And then I love you more than you'll ever know in this lifetime. You'll never know how much I love you. It's unfathomable, right? Because words, like, it sounds so cheesy, but words can't express how much I love you. And then I'm so glad we found each other and that you are the best thing that ever happened to me.
Thank
All right, guys, that's it. That'll be in the bloopers. Sorry, guys, I get kind of weird when it gets like this.
Who's ready to get their funeral?
I was just gonna say that. Sorry, guys, funerals make me weird. Holy shit. Anyway, all right, guys, I predicted it. This is not how I wanted it to end, but I'm glad it did. Being very vulnerable with you guys. We love you, little ants. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us.
This pod is going to be a little bit longer than normal, but we fit it all in, and we're so glad that you guys joined us. And the last thing I want to say is I'm very, very grateful for you guys and for supporting us in this journey. It's just fun.
Very much so. Thank you very much.
Yes. And stay tuned. The Patreon is on its way. Those are my famous last words. Shit, I better hurry up, huh? We might not make it to Patreon. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in for episode 10. And we will see you guys next week for episode 11. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Crusty ass lips. There's a big clump of hair on there. I am actually ready today. My comments and everything.
Sweet.
Pork chops and applesauce. Quick, where's that from? 3, 2,
Pretty much.
1. Okay, good. I was going to divorce you.
I thought you were talking to the camera.
It's talking to you.
I realized that. That's what I said.
It's talking to you, fool. I pity the fool. Oh my goodness. You didn't even read the notes, did you?
No.
Perfect.
Well, I read them yesterday, but I was going to redo it today, but I didn't.
Okay.
So I did read them, but yesterday.
Sure, Jan.
I did.
Okay. Episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.